guys, welcome to the next episode of Don't Do That. I hope all is going well today. Positive vibes for everybody around. Let's get this blunt sparked up before we get started here. I rolled this one, guys. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad, I know, right? The question is it gonna smoke? So this episode, what we decided to do today is we were able to get enough content from a lot of our viewers today. So we were able to get some input from them. Now, the ones I actually chose today were kind of touchy, so I had to kind of have them explain it more to me on how exactly they felt about it, because some of them a lot of people are going to clash with them. You know, it's definitely a big difference on opinions for a couple of them. So I'll start off with at least one of them before I have our co-star go ahead and join us. We'll start off with, you know, those people, they just can never do anything themselves. Never. They have to have an excuse for everything. Everything. I ain't got a ride. I need a ride from you. Like, they've never heard of public transportation. Spectran, E-Tran, even for Clinton County, there's one. If you're from around any of these local areas here, or even, you know, just know of any kind of public service.
Lyft, Uber.
Lyft and, there you go, Lyft
Taxi.
And Uber. The same exact amount of money that you would have to spend on gas money.
Pat and Bob.
Pat and Bob too, completely free. Pat your hands, bob your feet, or however it may go. But the fact is that they always have some sort of excuse. Or an excuse on why they're failing at something. You know, there's always something on why they're not accomplishing something. So they're always going to make some sort of an excuse on why they can't seem to move anywhere. So they always try to be able to, I guess in a sense, shift blame of making an excuse for everything. Try to blame it on the next person, blame it on the next reason. But always has some sort of ridiculous, stupid excuse for not getting shit done. And a lot of people will look at them and just say, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't use people and have an excuse for everything. Especially if they're already dropping everything they're doing for you. So, now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and introduce our co-star here. 16 icon, Mr. Superhero Swag. Go ahead and have him get himself together. No, you're good. Yes, we know, Mr. Superhero Swag.
I gotta adjust.
Gotta adjust a little bit. Don't do that. Always talking about being prepared, and he isn't even prepared over there.
Well,
it's terrible.
I'm wearing a lot of hats.
Fair enough, he does wear a lot of hats.
Wearing a lot of hats.
Husband, father, you name it, Mr. Superhero Swag.
Okay.
Alright, here he goes.
Whew. Alright. What's going on, people?
My other half.
What is the dealio?
You might want to scooch over here more.
Scooch over.
To flip the thing over so we can see.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Live TV. Live TV. I'm taking this with me. Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm back.
I'm glad I said something.
There we go. Yeah, because I would eventually noticed it.
Yeah, eventually noticed it.
I would have noticed it right away. Wait a minute, I can't see what's going on. But I mean, to kind of tack on to what you said. Please about do. You know,
I love it when you tack on.
When people have
what she said.
When people have an excuse for everything, it's like, dude, stop it. Excuses are like what?
Assholes.
Everyone has them. One. So you got to figure it out, man.
You don't have an asshole. I think you're considered a conehead.
You got to figure it out. But you can't just use people and what's the word? Guilt trip. I hate when motherfuckers guilt trip motherfuckers. Oh man, well if you really
don't do that.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that. You running into my shit.
Well, they're related.
No, they're not.
They're kind of related.
Not really.
All right, well let's go. Let's get into one of mine because I was about to get into hers.
Yeah, and get all deep into it.
And go all into her thing. That's for us later. But yeah, but mine has to do kind of with with this whole thing here. No. Everybody does not get the chance to find someone that is going to be like-minded, that they can, spend their life with, have a partner to this extent. So I definitely, want to thank God and thank her because, everybody doesn't get to have what I have with Potts. I get that. Everybody doesn't get to have that. But this leads into one of the things I hate is I hate what grinds my gears when I say don't do that. Chicks that bitch and moan about not being able to find a good man, and then when you do find that motherfucker, you know what you do? You go around and you fuck around on the good nigga with the same type of nigga that you said you didn't want in the first place. Don't do that.
And then they have kids by them.
Don't do that. What the fuck?
And then they have kids.
Bro, you already had 3 kids by this type of nigga. Find you a good nigga that's gonna work, not run the street, that's gonna help feed you and your kids, help raise another nigga kids, and you out here cheating on a nigga with a nigga that just made you feel good because he said you got a nice little booty. Oh, nah, he didn't made you feel made you feel brand new.
That's all he wanted.
And now you don't do that.
All he wanted to do was go down that golden highway.
That's one of my. I got songs about that. It's a song called "Do You Know."
Do you know?
On the first Icon on Crack, where I talk about you thought it was butter, now you see it's parquet.
Parquet.
Like he used to call you all the time. Now your phone don't even ring. It's only to get in your fucking pants, and you know that shit because you already the chicks I'm talking about. Chicks I'm talking about, y'all motherfuckers already 3-4 kids in, so you know the game.
Deep.
And
Shame
you
on
still out here talking about, hey, you can't find no good man nowhere. And when you find one, you fuck around on him.
Shame on you.
Don't do that.
Shame on you.
Don't do that.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Now we gonna go to hers.
All right. The next one, and I can't stand these people. Also, I can't stand these people. I know a lot of you guys can't stand these people because probably a lot of y'all probably came encounter with a lot of these people. Especially if you've been really, really fucking good to these people. They're guilt trippers.
Oh, yeah. So
guilt trippers.
That's the one she was trying to stop me from.
Oh, my God. I can't stand it. Yeah, that's mine. We deal with that every day. I know a lot of my friends deal with that crap every day. And one in particular, God, they deal with this shit all the time.
Man.
They take care of people's kids. They give them rides everywhere. Paid their phone bills for them. All that shit. And take advantage. And then whenever they're not able to do it. Oh, but my anxiety this, my anxiety that. I can't deal with this. If you love me, you would do it.
What kind of family is this that you can't give me a ride every single time I ask you?
It's called a bus. I've walked home from work several of times.
Man.
Several of times. Even before I got with 16 over here, you know how many times I've had to walk to and from work? I've lived at Silverstone and had to walk to the MLK. I mean, the Saginaw and Cedar McDonald's.
You gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen. You can't just be
you can't keep making
dependent
people
on other motherfuckers.
Feel guilty because they can't help you. It's like you don't take the initiative to think that maybe they're going through something themselves. You know, what if they're going through something? They're tired. They work a lot or something. Taking care of your child too on top of that. You need to stop. Don't do that shit. That shit is unfucking cool. And it needs to stop. Grow up. People act like we're in the 5th fucking grade again. I should expect this from teenagers, not from grown ass fucking adults.
Now,
what's your input on that? You know what I mean.
My input on that?
Yeah. What you think?
A lot of things fall into play with the guilt tripping. Like you guilt trip people, that's like a real fucked up thing, because whatever it is, you feel that they harbor guilt for. You know what I'm saying? Which might be some shit that was decades old.
Even when they were kids.
You're still playing on that as an adult to get what you want from this person.
I mean, it would be different if them people were still acting the same way. You know, for example, you grow up with a parent, you know, a lot of our parents, our generation, mine and your generation even, they didn't believe in no mental illness. There's no such thing as mental illness. There's no such thing as a chemical imbalance in your brain.
Oh yeah, I know. And that boy ain't crazy. He just need an ass whooping.
Exactly. You know, sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes they do need a little bit of help with something, but they wait till later on in life to get it. And whenever they finally get it, things change. And then whenever they try to better themselves and make things a better situation out of the bad things that did happen, you can't hold on to that past. You gotta move the fuck on and stop guilt tripping. It'd be different if they were still like that. Like if they just kept on being who they were.
Life is too short. Life is too fucking short to be harboring stuff from the past. And a lot of stuff, I talked to a friend of mine the other day, and they was, they were kind of surprised that I was back talking to a cat that, a couple years ago, I was like, I'll never speak to this dude again. And it's like, stuff is old. Now y'all get to see how I want you to look in the however long it was since I passed it to her down here on the counter.
Yeah, you go ahead.
And then y'all comment below whether or not.
No, you go ahead and look at it before while he was complaining about all you bitter ass bitches out here that can't find no man.
Yeah, but
I'd probably hold the damn blunt as long as that too.
Yeah, that guilt tripper shit is fucked up. That's fucked up. Especially the reference that we're taking it from. Yeah, it's really fucked up that you do that, bro. It's
Very
really fucked up. But let's move on to the next topic. Next topic is, I can't say I really hate, well, I'll phrase it like this. I hate when chicks act like they don't know what they doing online. Like this is some type of other planet where you shaking your ass, every day on social media, people will get a certain view of you. Or, how chicks will say, well, this dude is thirsty because he's commenting on my videos every day like this and that.
Stop shaking your ass. Your pussy damn near falling out your panties.
Well, if your pussy is damn near falling out of your boy shorts every morning when you shaking your ass, it's kind of what you advertise, whatever you're advertising, that's the type of customers that are going to show up. That's the type of customers that are going to show up for the product. So if you're advertising every day that you on some thought shit, and niggas refer to you as a thought or think that you're a thought because you constantly doing thought shit, don't be mad at them cats that think that you on some thought shit when you doing thought shit every day on social media. I mean, you gotta, I don't know how you can even that shit out. Like maybe not post every pic with your ass all in the camera and barely covering your pussy. Maybe you could have a couple pictures where you in a business dress suit or some shit and you still looking sexy, you looking good as hell with your heels and your purse and all that. But when every single picture and video is you with your ass and your pussy all in the camera, and I can see the clitoris and tell you whether or not it's engorged, god damn it.
You know, there's
What
an
do
actual
you expect?
song. There's a song out there talking about shit like that.
Don't
Talking
do
about
that.
somebody's fucking
Don't
camel
talk
toe.
about cats that's commenting on your shit that they thirsty, and you out there thirsty for attention, shaking your pussy in the camera every
Maybe
day.
they're looking
Don't
for a
do
gynecologist.
that. Man,
What if they're looking for a good gynecologist and they want
it's
to make sure
called a
that
fucking
everybody
phone
sees the
book.
product?
It's called goddamn Google.
I tried, man. I
It's
tried,
called
guys.
goddamn Google.
But I mean, if you're gonna show it out like you know, you want somebody to know the exact anatomy of your twat, then that's your problem. They want to know where your clitoris is, the labia, shit like that. I mean, if you want to go ahead,
Man,
go ahead and have that little pussy clam on out there. Go ahead.
that motherfucker can do a pap smear off your video. That lets you know that you need to slow down. And the guys are not wrong. They just being guys.
Exactly.
I had a t-shirt that said, I enjoy vagina because I do.
He does, trust me.
But
I'm not out there exactly shaking my ass like that.
and that one right there, I just say don't do that. That was my second topic. I only got one more. And
I actually only got I got one more. Actually, so I only picked out 3 today, and this one is touchy because I feel, you know, a lot of people will probably come up with some sort of bullshit ass excuse, and it's. Now I get people are ill. I get people have problems. I have problems. I take Lexapro, bipolar, depression, anxiety. My mom is bipolar, depression, anxiety. My father has even more intense shit, but we're not even going to talk about that. It's people who use mental illness for a defense on everything. Everything. Now, I can totally understand if you're actually taking your medication, shit like that. That means you're not fucking up all the time. But when everybody wants to sit there and say, well, I have Asperger's, or I'm slightly slow, or I'm this, or I'm that. Well, if you have enough common sense in life to be able to make certain decisions, you have enough common sense to not use that as an excuse. Mental illness, if you are incapable and you want to blame your mental illness for every bad decision that you make, you probably don't belong out here on the streets. You don't belong out here associating with other people. You are a danger to yourself and to others, and you do not belong out here on the fucking streets at the end of the fucking day, unless you have somebody taking care of you. If not, you don't belong out here. I'm sorry, you just don't. It's only because you are genuinely a danger to yourself and to others around you. If there's always an excuse, your mental illness is an excuse on every bad decision you make, you don't belong here. You do not belong in the outside world. I'm sorry. I know that's going to be touchy a little bit, and I know people are about to get pissed off, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's like telling your child that it's okay, you can keep fucking up because you're a child. You're never supposed to learn. That's like saying that an autistic child, they don't learn from the mistakes that they have. And they had that's a severe mental illness in which no medication will ever cure.
We live
or help.
We live with 3, it's 2 or 3 drug recovery places in the area, like in the direct vicinity of where we live.
I mean, they use that as a sort of bullshit ass illness, but I've seen cats
that they have serious issues.
Yeah.
They have serious issues. And then I've seen cats who they know they have issues, but then they play on those issues.
Yeah.
And they're not really as bad off as the other cats that I mentioned before. And it's like they use that shit to try and
don't do that shit
beg for money and
that
show their ass and do dumbass shit,
jackass
type shit, MTV jackass type shit in real life, in public, because they're off and they be really like smirking to themselves because they not as off as they fucking portray themselves to be.
Like they're massive manipulators.
Don't do that because there's people out here that's really fucked up.
that actually have for real issues that need help. Shout out to fucking Chico out here, dude.
Yeah, there's people out here that's out here bad.
He ain't got no business out on the streets because again, he is a danger to himself. And when he has his issues and he has his attacks, he is dangerous to other people. Smart as a whip, awesome fucking person to have a conversation with when he's on his meds. All that other, but the moment he's off of them, it's bad. And he actually knows when he doesn't want to take them. I mean, this man is at least like 70 years old. But he also will sell his pills knowing that he needs them. Shit like that, you know. But at the end of the day, it's accountability that people have to still remember that they have to take.
There's a lot of people that really need help that's out here on the street because they, you know, can't afford to house these people.
Yep.
And
but again,
it's really fucked up out here.
If your mental illness is that bad, that it's causing you so many issues, it's causing you to get locked up, it's causing you to possibly attack somebody with your child in their arms.
You might need to.
I have issues. I have problems. Okay, well, if you have issues that are so bad that you would attack somebody with a baby in their arms, you don't belong out here on the streets. Especially whenever you have had time and time again to get help. There's resources out here for you, especially if you are a woman. There's more resources and help out here for women than there are men. At the end of the day, and it's a proven fact. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up in domestic violence cases. There's plenty of them where there's going to be plenty of help for the victim, but it's like, how do you expect the person that was aggressive to get help if you're not going to provide them with help, but you provide the victim with help as well? How can either one of them get better? But again, if you're that bad that every fucking bad decision that you make, every harmful decision that you make, every decision that could have caused harm to somebody is always your excuse on why you're fucking up, you don't belong out here. You belong in a mental hospital. And I know it's going to piss a few people off, but at the end of the day, you cannot argue the facts. How you, sir?
I'm gonna keep this one short because it contains racism.
Ooh. Oh yes. Lord.
When people
that just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
When people get into heated debates online, on social media, and they start using racial slurs online,
they are baiting you. Don't fucking fall for it. Period.
I'm
sorry. I understand. Don't bait for it.
Do that. Don't do that.
And don't bait for their stupidity, guys.
When people do that for the simple fact that you're a Twitter finger, you're a Twitter thug. No, you so tough. You so tough online. And people do that. They can be tough online. And talk all kinds of shit to you when it's just. But then when they see you in person, they throwing that hand out like to shake your hand like, what's up,
bro? No, it don't work like that. Sorry, that what up, bro is a fist in your fucking mouth that
don't
you deserve.
Do that. Don't do that.
And
don't
that will
think
catch up to somebody.
That you can insult people and talk all kinds of shit to people and say racist type shit, and then when a motherfucker really see you,
want to know what my favorite one is?
In person,
my favorite
face to face, mano y mano,
is when a white.
Then hold on. Then they wanna, oh, you're an animal. You're an animal. You wanna take it to the physical route. You always wanna retract. You always wanna go to violence. You always want to go to violence. You're an animal.
I mean, you pissed me off and probably named so much.
But people drive you to the point where you want to whoop their ass, and then they try and twist it on you like you an animal because you want to beat the shit out of them because they didn't use that hard ER on that nigga a few times online. But in person, they want you to chill and not be an animal.
Those are the white Jussie Smollets of the
I'll
world.
beat your ass.
The
I will
white Jussie
fuck you up.
Smollets. Stay away from them. The white Jussie Smollets. Stay away from them. Because all they do is instigate an issue to be able to have you retaliate on that ass, except they ain't gonna be whooping their own ass. They're gonna get the ass whooping that they deserve from you. I don't deal with none of that racist bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't even like the word to begin with.
Which one would you like? Would you like Sparrow or would you like Ingham Medical Center? Because you
I'd have to
a
say
choice.
Ingham, guys. I'm sorry.
Because
Too many
I'm
people
not
died
gonna
at
play
Sparrow.
that game with you.
Miss Betty calls it Scarrow, so don't go there. Scarrow. I know too many people. I know a few people
I don't like that
died.
shit. I don't like that shit. I feel like old boy in Minister Society. Every time some shit like that happens, but I don't like bananas, so I can't say I would be chewing on a banana like he was, but I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Don't do that. I hate that racist bullshit online. I hate that shit. Because if we was face to face, you wouldn't even say a second word to a motherfucker. But niggas get real tough. When they're online, when they're on the computer, I can talk real tough.
I can't with you right now with that.
I'll beat your ass, you fucking nigger. Oh yeah, real tough. When it's just airwaves and shit between us. But when it's like, just a couple feet between us. Oh, hi. How you doing, bro? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
What up, dude?
Have a good day.
Yeah, that was dope, my man.
Keep that same fucking energy, dude. Cause I'm not famous yet. I'll beat your ass. I will jump out on you like I did this one motherfucker at Myers. Don't do that. Don't. Yeah,
shit,
you remember that, don't you?
Oh,
yeah. Don't fucking do that. I'll be, bro. You want this motherfucker right here, the one that's doing YouTube videos. You want him at the wheel of this bike.
That was a very
You do
bad
not want the other side of me at the wheel.
I mainly remember trying to lock stay, babe. I know, just trying to lock the door. No, fuck that, babe.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But the funniest part, like I was trying to say, is when people like to get upset and you're arguing, bickering back and forth. And again, and I've noticed this too, again, I don't care, people are going to get pissed off about this too, but being that, yes, I'm white, obviously, you're not telling me anything different, but I see the shit, I know, right? I'm very white, babe. I've had black in me. I'm not black, but black has been in me.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. But anyways, I've seen it myself, and I don't have wool over my head. I mean, over my head, over my eyes.
She doesn't have wool over her eyes.
Whatever. The whole point is, I'm not covered in wool. I don't
want to get too heavy on that subject,
slave,
but I don't want to get too heavy on that subject.
House slaves.
I want to say this and hope that people will be able to grab the jewel out of what I say when I say this. Sometimes, or a lot of times, when people get mad, be you black, white, green, purple, you're gonna say things. When someone tries to hurt you, you're gonna say things back to that person to try and hurt them in return.
There are way
it's
more
just
things to say.
Human nature.
But you ain't gotta be racial about it, though. You don't have to be racial about it. Because if I'm not mistaken, we had to have that conversation with Sean.
Be the change you want to see in the world. Does that resonate? Do you get that? Be the change that you want to see in the world. I want to see racism. I want to see the end of racism. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Do you get it? That shit is old, man.
Very old.
Old.
Christ,
Yes,
man.
it happened. Yes, it was fucked up.
Yes,
Yes, we were on the receiving end of a lot of shit. But it is 2022. And if we're asking everyone else to put that shit away, we need to put that shit away too. Now, when motherfuckers break that shit out of the box, then I break it out of my box and things happen. But if you don't break that shit out of your box, I keep that shit tucked away in my box.
Right.
And everyone lives in harmony.
Exactly.
Be the change that you want to see in the world.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, I remember we had to talk to Sean about that. Remember that? Because because what's funny is his uncle decided to give him only one definition of the word: shiftless, lazy, ignorant person, whatever. The newest version of it.
Never leave in that it has no racial connotation to the
He
definition.
right.
No
He
one
doesn't
ever
bother
caught
to
that.
tell him nothing about that part. That it has.
They just use the
it's
word.
It's a very racial, negative, hurtful fucking word.
Because they made it
And
that way.
I was talking to him about it, and I let him know, and I asked him, I was like, well, did he even bother to tell you what the other meaning of it was? The stunned face of this child was completely ridiculous. I said, exactly. I was like, and you're going to tell me one that you couldn't find not another motherfucking word to say besides that?
Yeah, but this was the funny thing. Once he caught on to the actual definition of the word, he said, and I'm not going to say the name, he said, well, that would make Uncle Bob a nigger.
Oh, shit. Yep. Lazy, shiftless.
The person that gave him the definition would be the definition.
Yeah, shiftless person
and he's white.
He wants to be a guilt tripper. He wants to be ignorant.
Big
he wants
whoop.
to live in his own bullshit. Exactly. That uncle. What are you gonna do? Love you too, bro.
Facts. I just stand on facts. But
stand on facts, and again,
we're at the end of the blunt, and we're gonna end this episode. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little bell down below.
Little bell down below.
So that you get alerts each and every time we drop new content.
Deuces, y'all. You have a wonderful time. Have a great weekend, and remember, fuck it Friday.
Fuck it Friday.
See you next week.
Don't do that.